going on, and welcome back to the channel. I am Blake and I will be your host on today's mask unboxing. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know exactly how well this video is going to go over because quite frankly I'm in a pretty pissed off mood from work. But it still doesn't change the fact that I have this package here, and as you guys can tell, it's going to be a Sleep Token unboxing. You guys not be able to tell, but I am super excited about this despite my piss poor attitude and mood. But like I said, this is going to be a very special unboxing because, as you guys know, Sleep Token stuff is, especially the masks, are very hard to come by on replicas. They're just not really out there that often, and when they do pop up, you just got to snag them. Like I said, and I'll be honest with you guys, I am absolutely obsessed with Sleep Token. I've been obsessed with Sleep Token since their second full-length album, This Place Will Become Your Tomb, came out. I absolutely love that album, and quite frankly, I love all four of their full-length albums. I listen to Sleep Token on pretty much a daily basis, pretty much. Just absolutely love the band, and all their music just doesn't get old for how much of the genre changes and all that. And Two's drumming is just absolutely phenomenal. Two is an absolute freaking unit behind that kit. Absolutely love hearing his playing. And I swear every time I listen to a song by Sleep Token, I hear him do something new I didn't notice before. Like I said, and that is just amazing to me as a drummer myself. So I'm always fascinated by what Two is doing on each track, and I just find it absolutely just astonishing that Vessel writes everything but the drums, just showing how just beyond musically talented that man is and how great of a lyricist he is. But obviously we're not talking about Vessel here. I'm going to go ahead and assume by the style of the thumbnail you guys know what style of Sleep Token mask we are unboxing today. It's the balaclavas, however you pronounce it. Obviously I can't read. If I knew how to read, I wouldn't work in a manufacturing plant. But that being said, I've always struggled with that word, but that being said, like, this is actually one of my favorite all-time masks for Sleep Token. I am always in the mindset, especially when it comes to theatrical music and bands, less is more. Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit is about the exception to my rule in that. I don't like Limp Bizkit's music at all, but Wes Borland never misses on a look. You know, getting sidetracked there, but especially with Sleep Token, as much as I love the masks that Lonnie did for Take Me Back to Eden, much as I love those masks and as awesome as those were, and their current ones that are made by Hysteria Machine, I believe, but those current masks that they're wearing are freaking awesome masks too. But it's still, especially like I said, in theatrical music, it always does seem like less is more. And Sleep Token really did hit that with the less is more aspect. Not to mention, my all-time favorite look for Two so far is the interview he did with Drumeo. I just thought the way the mask was hitting and the outfit he was wearing was just a perfect combination, a perfect storm. It really fit Sleep Token to a T, and it really helped with the anonymity. You know, once again, another word that I have a hard time saying. You know, that's why I get on YouTube and make videos where I talk. And by the way, for any assholes that are watching that want to comment down below and tell me the identity of Vessel or Two or anybody in the band, I don't want to know. Any comments on the identities of any members of Sleep Token will be automatically deleted by me. That way, one, I don't remember, and two, you're not spoiling it for anybody else being a complete total dickhead who wants to keep the mystery alive with the band. I want to keep the memory alive. I want to keep the mystery alive with the band as long as possible. I don't want to know anything about their identities, and if you're a true fan of this band, you wouldn't either. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on into this unboxing. Like I said, I am super excited about this, so let's just go ahead and get on here. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, there is two in here. I end up getting, I think, both of these for a pretty decent price, especially considering that how often you don't see Sleep Token stuff pop up for sale. As I'm struggling to open the box, that's usually why I cut this part out, because I don't feel like looking stupid on camera trying to open up boxes. Alright, now that we got that opening, let's go ahead and get all this stuff out. Ooh, Miss Oh, we got some extra goodies in here. It looks like he was nice enough to send in here a kettle cooked Miss Vicky's jalapeno flavored. I love spicy stuff, so I can't wait to eat that. I love the flavor of jalapenos. I like to buy them in the jar and just eat them straight out of the jar. I love doing that. Sour Bite Crawlers trolleys. Well, I don't think I've ever had these before, I don't think, but I like trolley stuff. I like sour stuff. I'm going to be really excited to try that out. That's going to be really, really good, I think. Let's see, doing here. An Aguilar crouching vinyl figure from Assassin's Creed. I was definitely not expecting that at all. That's really... Oh my gosh, I can't hold on to nothing today. I'm sorry for dropping the stuff you sent me. I do appreciate it, I promise. But yeah, that's really awesome. I was not expecting none of this stuff in here. That's a pretty big time surprise. Thank you very much, man. I was definitely not expecting none of that. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to try them chips and them. Ooh, we got some stickers in here, like them gummies and trolley gummies. I never tried them before. We got some stickers or pictures or something down here. But hopefully the camera focuses on them. Let's go ahead and put these off to the side for a minute. So we got a Take Me Back to Eden style sleep token. I'm getting close up to these. Hopefully all this comes into focus on the camera, but if not, I'll put some up close shots real quick at the end for these pictures. We have a picture of Vessel here. I actually love that Vessel look. There's just something about Vessel's mask. My all-time favorite is the mask we wore in the Alkaline video, but there's just something about the Vessel mask that just looks so, at this point it's kind of like starting to become iconic. And I love this picture of Black Cat in front of stained glass window. I absolutely love stained glass windows. Their stained glass windows just always look so awesome to me. So I very much appreciate that as well. Those look awesome. Thank you very much for all the extra goodies in there. I was definitely not expecting all of that. Like I said, can't thank you enough for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into here. As you guys know, it's going to be kind of hard to get a full-on first look for you guys. Like I said, there's two of them here. Like I said, here's the first one. I'll give you guys a look at that. Now I'll go ahead and get the second one out. Like I said, I just love this style of mask. It's just so simple. It's easy. Let me go ahead and, that way we can make this a little easier. Let me go ahead and stuff these real quick and I'll be right back. That way we can get a better overall look at this. Oh well. But before that, I guess I can take the first look at both of them. You know, officially, outside of glancing, but man, those look so cool. Man, you know, always, you know, we throw around the word dream a little too often, probably a little too liberally, but man, these look absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get these stuffed and see how they look. But man, I'm so excited to finally have some sleep token stuff in the collection, some replicas. Like I said, let me go ahead and get these stuffed and I'll go ahead and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm going to try and do this the best way I can. I know these are very hard to try and get on camera with, you know, basically just being fabric and all. It's hard to get, you know, stuffed right to look really good. They do look really good in person. They actually look really great. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here. I don't know how insanely accurate or not that these are. As much as I love Sleep Token, I'm not really a expert, if you will, on accurate, non-accurate replicas or whatever. Unlike I am with like Slipknot stuff, I don't know their masks anywhere near what I do with Slipknot. Or unfortunately, as much as I can't stand Ghost anymore, especially early Ghost. But like I said, I'm going to try to do the best I can. I hope you guys can see how good these are. I think this one's stuffed pretty good. I got a much bigger bottle underneath it sitting on. I'm kind of struggling a little bit over here. But like I said, when I get the up close shots, I'll hopefully have them stuffed a little bit better. But like I said, I'm absolutely over the moon to have these. Like I said, this is a special unboxing. This is the first Sleep Token replicas I've gotten into my collection, and I truly couldn't be happier. I've been after sleep token masks for years, and they have eluded me time and time again. And so it is about time that some of these finally enter the collection. I can't thank Andrew enough for giving me the deal that he gave me. Like I said, 2 masks for the price that I paid for. I will pay up and down, over the moon again. Like I said, when this stuff pops up, you just got to take it. But like I said, I couldn't be happier. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead, end the video, get you guys some up-close shots of these. Hopefully I can get this one looking a little bit better and not really fat like me. And I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one.